What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video here on the channel. And this one, we're talking about the big news that popped in yesterday. And of course, I'm not talking about the groundhog, Punxsutawney Phil. We're not talking about him seeing his shadow. 6 more weeks of winter. Of course, it's bad news. And we're not talking about Amazon CEO Jeff Bezos stepping down. That's big news. But the other news that came out yesterday was college football is coming back. I mean, that's huge. That's absolutely huge. Not only for college athletes, and that's not only huge for college sports gaming in the future, that's big for this community. That's really, really big for this community. We have been waiting 7 long years for this day to come, and it's finally here. And I understand it. A lot of people that are out there, like, they don't have any confidence in EA to produce a quality product. And you're not wrong. It has been very, very bad in recent years. We're talking Madden 19 was terrible. Madden 20 wasn't any better. Madden 21 is not good. We're talking about NHL series. We're talking about FIFA series. These series have kind of fallen off a little bit in production quality. So you're not wrong. EA Sports has definitely not given us any confidence that they have the ability any longer to produce an actual quality sports video game. But I feel like this time is different. And I know that I'm probably going to get a little bit of hate on that, but I feel like this time is different. I'm not a drone by any means. I'm not an EA shill or a drone by any means. I've been very skeptical about EA Sports for a long, long time. In fact, I was very, very upset about the way that they handled TeamBuilder and how that whole entire aspect of college football and NCAA 14 got shut down out of nowhere. No support, nothing. They just kind of gave the middle finger to the community and didn't really care about fixing it, right? Well, I feel like this time is different because as far as a business perspective goes, when you come out and you announce to the world and the gaming community that you're coming out with a college football game that is not even like close to being finished yet, it's still got maybe 2 years of development cycle left. When you're coming out and you're making a business decision like that, that to me signals that there is still a long way to go and that we're still very early in the development cycle of this video game. Which tells me one other thing. There is enormous opportunity for us as a community to tell them what we want in the next game. And I'm really confident in saying something like that because EA has basically said it themselves. There was a Washington Post article that posted yesterday where they were talking with Cam Weber, who's a executive vice president and general manager of EA Sports. Quote, "We definitely shoot emails around to each other, kind of following what the community has continued to build out, share content. And it's been amazing to see. And I will say as well that our team that we're putting together to build this game is very interested in tapping into the power of the community as we build it. So we absolutely plan to engage with the core community, get feedback along the way, and definitely engage with them as we make our choices and prioritize and evolve the game as it's in development." That is huge. And I know that a lot of people are going to still be skeptical about that because it's still EA, right? I mean, Clint Oldenburg, Sean Grady, these guys on the Madden team, they said something similar to that back in the summer of 2020, right? When Madden 21 was just released. They were talking about how they were going to try to fix franchise mode, they were going to do all this and listen to the community, and that didn't really go anywhere, right? But as we take 2 steps back and we analyze the situation here, we have to come to an understanding that this game has not been created yet. Madden 21, a little bit different of a story. That game had already been made. This game has not been made. To hear this quote, to see this quote, that they are interested in tapping into the power of the community as we build it, that sends shockwaves to me. That basically says that we recognize, that EA recognizes all of the work that the community, from big YouTubers to small YouTubers, from smaller developers like Maximum Football, Axis Football, even to the mod teams at College Football Revamped, they've taken notice. They have taken notice over the last 7 years that the community continues to have a passion for college football gaming and that we want it back, and we'll basically be okay with whatever they throw out. I mean, let's be real. licensed teams, non-licensed teams, it doesn't matter. College football, as far as the atmosphere, as far as what it's about, as far as the heart of football as a sport, that's what we crave, that's what we want, and I think that that's what we're going to get. I think that's what we're going to get with this game, and I think, based on what they're throwing out here, how it all lines up from a business perspective, from what they've shared out in quotes, and a passion, and a desire to work with the community, I think that this game is going to be good, and I think that we are going to be a central focus to building this game with EA Sports. So I think it's important as we go forward the next couple months, maybe even years, we continue to talk to EA about what we want included in the game, and hopefully, fingers crossed, EA actually comes through and listens to the community on what we want to see get into the game. Whether that's suspensions coming back, whether that's starting off your season, starting off your dynasty as being part of a death penalty, like your whole team is bad right off the get-go. You don't have to simulate an entire year to get walk-ons. You don't have to basically jimmy the system to try to get it to work the way you want it to, whether that's medical red shirts, transfer portals, a deeper recruiting system. There's a ton of things that we could list off. There's a ton of wish list ideas that we could list off here. And I know that a lot of people have already come up with their own, which is great. And I think that this is what we need to do as a community to communicate all of those desires and those wants and those needs to EA Sports so that they can throw them into the game as they develop it. So basically that's all I wanted to say, guys, in this video, and I wanted to end this one off with just thanking every single person who has kept this game alive for the last 7 years, who has let EA know that there's a passion behind this game still, that there's a passion behind this sport, behind this gaming industry here in college football. Every single person, from a roster creator to someone who comments on the game on Reddit, to someone who's creating their own channel based on NCAA 14 content, from big YouTubers, small YouTubers, developers like Maximum Football, Axis Football, mod teams at College Football Revamped. I'm going to refrain from even talking about YouTubers here because I know I'm going to forget somebody, and that's just not fair. I'd rather just have you guys, you know who you watch, and you guys as the creators who are coming by here and watching this video, you know who you are. Every single person in this community has been an integral part, has been an integral reason why EA Sports has gone this route, and they're coming back with college football, and they want us to be a part of it. They want us to be a part of it. That's been quoted. The game isn't even in development quite yet, and they're already talking about getting the community more involved. Like they said, they just exchanged emails about things that we've done as a community with their game. We have held their game up for 7 years. We've been creating content with it. I can't wait to know what this game's going to be, and I can't wait to see what everybody comes up with as far as this community goes to implement into the new college football game. So guys, that's it. Leave a like if you like this thing. Thank you again to all of the college football creators out there and contributors all across the board. Our community is awesome. Guys, leave a like if you like this thing. I will see you in the next one. As always, peace.